Deliver Us from Evil is a 2020 Korean action film directed by Hong Won-chan, who is familiar to me because he also did the phenomenal gangster thriller New World in 2013. So this movie is about In Nam. He is an ex-government agent who's turned mercenary, and he just finishes killing a target in Japan, a Yakuza thug, and when he's decided to move on, maybe retire. However, he gets a call from an old contact of his from the service, and not only is a fierce Japanese gangster after him for the death of that man he just killed, but also an ex-lover of his had a child before he had to leave, and now, you know, he's got to go and find out what happened. So the story is not that unique. It's very familiar to stuff like The Man from Nowhere, Taken, Man on Fire, No Tears for the Dead. It has that very same similar gritty, violent style as well. The movie has some fantastic, phenomenal action sequences. There's a couple to start. Sometimes the camera will do a weird, like, push thing. I don't know what that was about. Maybe it was to hide a bad take, or it was a stylistic choice I didn't like. But other than that, though, the acting's phenomenal. Jung-Min plays a sort of dubious main character because he's not 100% chivalrous, and I really liked how there's the nice shades of gray. Not everyone's a nice guy. They're all hitmen. They're all bad people that have killed people. So he's trying to find what happened to his illegitimate daughter, as well as, you know, deal with his ex-lover. And meanwhile, there's this ferocious Japanese Yakuza thug who's after him as well. And there's some great, phenomenal action sequences here and there. Very visceral stuff. Very fast-paced plot. Good acting from all sides. There's a great transgender character named Yui. She wants to get a surgery, so she's like a sidekick of sorts, but she's kind of the comic, not really the comic relief, but as a character, she's very funny and adds a little levity to the serious plot. There's a lot of grim stuff in here, a lot of crime stuff. There's definitely some you know, some stylistic choices that are reminiscent of John Wick. So the movie is a little mix and hodgepodge of what we've seen before. You know, intense fight scenes and shootouts and explosions, familiar plot, but overall it was still a very interesting action vehicle if the emotional parts weren't 100% there. But overall, the acting and the direction and the action sort of elevate it to a pretty solid thrill ride, if nothing more. So I give Deliver Us from Evil a 7.5 out of 10.